Welcome to Tunica Academy Lady Blue Devil fans here to Jackson, Mississippi. Game 2 in the MAIS Class 1A State Tournament. In the circle for Tunica Academy today, going to be the pitcher, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Behind the plate, number 13, Morgan Rain. At first, number 22, Brandy Harrison. At short, number 15, Allie Boyd. At third, your senior, number 19, Blake Duncan. And at short, number 17, Brittany Harrison. Outfielders for today's competition. At left, number 16, Peyton Brasher. At center, number 11, Emery McKenzie. And at right, number 21, Haley Goff. Up to bat first for Riverdale will be number 15, the left fielder, Woodard. Fouls the first pitch off down the third baseline. A bunt that fell in favor of Tunica. Backs her up, watches the second pitch ball, and the count's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter for Riverdale. Mack has her sign in the pitch. Called strike, and the count's 12. Pitch falls off the outside edge and brings the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to leadoff batter, Woodard. That one's taken, chopped foul down the third baseline at the dugout. It's going to back her up, keep the count the same, and keep her bat alive. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's taken, popped up, run it, called for, and handled by your shortstop, Brittany Harrison. That's 1 away. With 1 away to the plate now for Riverdale is the catcher, number 10, Swayze. Pitch from Mack, popped up, run it, called for, and handled by your second baseman, number 15, Allie Boyd. And with 2 away, now to the plate, the third baseman, number 33, Riggs. Pitch from Mack. That one's taken. Launched a long way to right. Called for, and the catch is made in foul territory by your right fielder, number 21, Haley Goff. She had to get her horses to get that one. That was a long run to make that out. We're done with the top of 1. We'll be back for the home half in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. What? I said, do you need a water? Back here for the bottom of the first. In the circle for Riverdale, number 3, Cobb. Behind the plate, number 10, Swayze. At first is number 8, Longino. Thank you. At second, number 12, Greer. At third, number 33, Riggs. And finishing out the infield, at short, number 9, Alexander. Outfield for today's contest. At left, number 15, Woodard. At center, number 13, Allman. And at right, number 1, Narvez. Leadoff batter for Tunica. Here in the number 11, the center fielder, Emery McKenzie. That pitch low in the dirt. And Emery takes the trip to first. That 60-foot gift that keeps on giving. Brings to the plate shortstop, number 17, Brittany Harrison. And the pitch. Brittany shows bunt, lays it down. Picked up by the pitcher, the throw to first. The throw to first, not in time as Brittany beats out the bunt. So with runners on first and second, at the plate, your pitcher, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Mac shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball called, and a pass ball on Swayze has runners at second and third. Mac back in the box, 1-0 the count, and 2 runners in scoring position. Mac takes it, chops that one towards third, fair ball. Fielder's choice takes the run at the plate, and runners on the corners for Tunica. Courtesy runner for McKenna at first is going to be number 6, Anna Grace Gibson. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and at the plate, number 19, your senior, your third baseman, Blake Duncan. Watches the first pitch, ball called, counts a dime. Again, ball called. 2-0 the count. As Gibson trots to second. Runners at second and third. It's 2 in scoring position for Duncan. With 1 out here in the bottom of 1. That pitch low in the dirt puts Duncan ahead in the count now, 3-0. And the pitch, called strike on the tape. 31 now the count. Pitch, that one's taken, chopped towards the pitcher. Takes the lead out, takes the out at first. That's going to plate a run for Tunica. So Duncan grounds out to 1, but plates a run, and Tunica now with a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the first. With 2 outs and a runner at 3, to the plate now, number 13, the catcher, Morgan Rain. First pitch misses high, ball called, and the count's a dime. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. One ball, one strike. And 2 outs with a runner on 3. Rame takes that one, pops that one up. Foul, out of play on the other field. And the count's a dozen. 1 ball, a pair of strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at 3. Here's the pitch. Misses high, ball called. And the count comes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch misses high, and the count comes full. Rain back in the box. Here's the pitch. That one's taken, flown deep to right and out of play. It's going to keep Rame's bat alive and keep the count the same. Back in the box, full count. That one's taken, popped up, it's run at, it's called for, and it's caught in foul territory by the first baseman. And we're done with the bottom of 1. We'll be back for the top of 2 in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Here for the top of 2, up to bat first for Riverdale will be the pitcher, number 3, Cobb. Here's the pitch. Ball called, counts a dime. Back in the box, Mac has her sign, swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Mac misses outside. Count comes legal at 21. Shakes off the first sign, finds one she likes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's taken line fair down the first baseline. It's going to be picked up by the right fielder. Haley Goff thrown in to hold her at 1. So with a runner on 1, at the plate now the shortstop, number 9, Alexander. First pitch popped foul into the chain link, 0-1. Thank you, Blue. Courtesy runner at first base for Cobb will be number 11, Edwards. Pitch from Mack, swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's taken, popped up. It's going to be run at, called for, and a miscommunication. Miscommunication in the outfield lets that one drop. But they take the lead out, one away, and at the plate now. Ball was the original call, appealed by the catcher, checked with by the field umpire, and strike is the call. That pitch misses its mark. Hits King and brings Longino to the bat, the first baseman for Riverdale. 1 out, 2 on. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-2. Mack has her sign. Pitch outside. Count comes to a dozen. So 1 ball and a pair of strikes with 1 out here in the top of 2. Runners on first and second for Riverdale. Mack shakes off the pitch, finds one she likes, swing and a miss, and that's 2 away. And with a pair of outs for Riverdale, to the plate comes number 12, the second baseman, Greer. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Two strikes and a pair of outs to Greer. The pitch from Mack outside, ball called, and the count's a dozen. The pitch, that one's chopped. Handled by Allie Boyd, picked up the throw. The fielder's choice takes the out at 2, and we're done with the top of 2. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back for the bottom of the second. Up to bat first for Tunica. The DP, number 18, Caroline Berry. Barry in the box. Here's the pitch. That one's taken, chopped. Handled by second, the throw to first. A long throw. Out called on a close play. One away, and now at the plate, number 22, Brandy Harrison. Brandy in the box, the pitch, misses high, ball one. Cobb's pitch in the dirt, 2-0 now the count. The count. Brandy in the box. Here's the pitch from Cobb. That one's fouled into the chain link. Count comes 21. Pitch falls off the inside edge. 31 now the count.
Come on, Jesse. Come on now.
Brandy pops that one up. It's run at, it's called for. It's a long way. And the out is made by the right fielder, Narvaez. With 2 away for Tunica. At the plate now, number 16, the left fielder, Peyton Brasher. Brasher in the box, the pitch, in the dirt, ball called, counts a dime. That pitch is taken, chopped towards short. It's going to be picked up. The throw to first. Not in time as Brasher beats the throw. An infield single by Brasher. Gets a runner on one and brings to the plate the second baseman, number 15, Allie Boyd. First pitch to Boyd. Drilled in the gap. Picked up, bobbled by the center fielder as Brasher takes 3 and Boyd takes 2. Runners on second and third. And top of the order, number 11, Emery McKenzie. First pitch, called strike to Emery. She walked her last at bat. Behind here in the count, 0-1. Pitch misses high and brings the count even, 1-1. That's 11 on paper. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, and 2 on. Chopped towards short, the throw to first. It gets past her, and that plate's 1. That's going to plate 2. And Emery stands at 1. Brandy Harrison in the box, watches the first pitch, called strike. 0-1 the count. That one's taken in the gap, in between short and third. McKenzie comes through, slides in under the play, safe at the plate, and Brittany stands at 2. So with Brittany at 2, at the plate, number 10, the pitcher, McKenna Wilson. That one's taken, chopped towards third, picked up the throw to first, is in time. And we're done with the bottom of 2, but not before Tunica does damage. Puts 3 more scratches on the board. We head to the top of 3. Tunica leads Riverdale by a score of 4-0.
Morgan, it says that you draw at 2.2 miles per hour.
After 2 innings, pitch counts are Cobb, 34 pitches, 18 for strikes. That's a 53% strike ratio. McKenna Wilson, 26 pitches, 19 for strikes. It's a 73% strike ratio.
That was your fault. I gave you a fault. That's nuggets up there. Okay.
We head to the top of the 3rd. Up to bat first for Riverdale. Number 13, the center fielder, Allman. Mack has her sign. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-1 the count. Back in the box, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Swing and a miss. That's 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. Back to the top of the order for Riverdale. At the plate now, number 15, Woodard, left fielder. Popped out to shortstop or last at bat. Now back in the box. Here's the pitch from McKenna. That one's taken, shot back to McKenna. The throw to first in time. That's 2 away. We're 2 away at the plate now. The catcher, number 10, Swayze. She popped out to second her last at bat, but lines that one in the gap. It's going to be picked up by the center fielder, Emery McKenzie, to hold Swayze at 1. Thank you. Courtesy running for Swayze will be number 5, the other Woodard. First pitch misses low, ball called, counts a dime. So with 2 outs and a runner on 1 at the plate now for Riverdale, the third baseman, number 33, Riggs. Now she flew out in foul territory last at bat. That one gets through the gap in between short and third. It's going to be picked up by the left fielder, Peyton Brasher. Runners on 1 and 2. And at the plate, the pitcher, Cobb. Cobb pulled that one down the right field line or last at bat. Hard single. Swing and a miss here. Behind in the count, 0-1. One strike, a pair of outs. The pitch from Matt, called strike, outside edge. The count's 0-2. And the pitch. Misses inside, brings the count to 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. The pitch from Mack. Misses high and outside, 2-2. Cobb takes a cut, back in the box. The pitch, that one's taken, popped up, foul, out of play, onto the other field. It's going to keep the count the same and keep Cobb's bat alive. 2-2. Mack shakes off the first pitch, has her sign. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped back to Mack to throw to first in time. And we're done with the top of 3. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on.
Excuse me, sir. Do you post those videos on YouTube? McKenna's pitching 10 miles faster than she is. 10 or more.
Back for the bottom of 3. Up to bat first for Tunica. Will be your third baseman, your senior, number 19, Blake Duncan. First pitch, misses high, ball called, counts a dime. Again, the pitch misses the mark. 2-0 now the count. Blake back in the box, the pitch. 3-0 to Duncan. Duncan shows bunt, pulls back, called strike, 31. Three balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, number 19, Blake Duncan. As that pitch falls outside, and Duncan takes the walk, that 60-foot gift that keeps on giving, and she takes the trot to first. With Duncan on 1, to the plate now, number 13, the catcher, Morgan Rain. Here's the pitch. Called strike, 0-1 the count. Pitch misses high. Brings the count even, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Rame takes it and lines that one to second. Solid single.
You see that picture move over there? I want to watch. Let's watch this.
Courtesy running for Rame at first will be number 29, Amelia Middleton. And Riverdale's coach is taking a quick timeout as she steps to the center to shift her players.
You missed that.
Barry goes to lay down the bunt, but it falls foul. Going to back her up 0-1. Barry back in the box, 0-1. The pitch, pulls back, ball called, and the count's even 1-1. Pitch and change. They brought the third baseman, Riggs, to the circle. This time we have a dead ball, foul ball, as it hits Barry in the box. Counts 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barry sits back and waits on the changeup, but pulls it onto the other field. It's going to keep the count the same and keep her bat alive. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's 1 away. At the plate now, number 22, Brandy Harrison. Pitch misses inside, ball called. Counts a dime. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. And the pitch misses high. Ball called. The count comes legal at 21. Two balls, one strike, one out. Runners at first and second. That pitch misses low in the dirt. And the count's 31. Brandy back in the box. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count comes full. Full count to Brandy Harrison. And the pitch. That one's taken. Popped up. Run it. Called for. And handled by the shortstop. With two away to the plate now, number 16, Peyton Brasher. Swing and a miss. That's 0-1. Called strike, right back, 0-2. So with a pair of strikes and 2 outs and 2 on, Brasher in the box. The pitch, outside, ball called. And a double steal advances runners to second and third. Pitch to Brasher, fouled into the chain link. It's going to keep the count the same and keep her bat alive. One ball, a pair of strikes. The pitch. That one's taken, fouled into the chain link again. Again, keeps the count the same and keeps her bat alive. Brasher back in the box. Ball the call, check swing. Count comes even, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Misses low and the count comes full. So a full count with 2 outs. And runners at second and third for Tunica. And the pitch. That one's taken, chopped over the head of the pitcher, thrown to the second, throw to first. Safe is the call, and that plate's Duncan. And Tunica extends their lead. Runners on the corners. At the plate, number 15, second baseman Allie Boyd. First pitch misses high, ball called. And Brasher takes 2. Boyd back in the box. Pitch low in the dirt as that one gets all the way up the third baseline to the dugout, but no challenge from Middleton. And the count's 2-0. Two balls, two outs, 2 on. Called strike. Pitch catches that outside edge, brings the count legal at 21. And the pitch, that one's taken, popped up, it's going to hit, it's going to roll, but it sits and spins and doesn't cross the line. Fair called, had to be picked up. And Middleton scratches another across the plate. An infield RBI single by Boyd puts runners on the corners, and Tunica leads by a half dozen here in the bottom of the third. Top of the order. Time has been called by Coach Kelly. Running for number 15, Allie Boyd. Will be number 5. Sarah Goff. So with 2 outs, runners at the corners, at the plate, Emery McKenzie. First pitch, misses high, ball called, and Sarah takes 2. Now Emery walked and reached on an error by the shortstop her last 2 at-bats. Ahead now in the count, 1-0. Called strike, brings the count even, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs and 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third to number 11, center fielder Emery McKenzie. Fouls that one into the chain link, brings the count to a dozen. The pitch to Emery McKenzie. Misses the mark and brings the count even, 2-2. Two and two, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And the pitch. Misses high. The count comes full. That one's taken, popped up, it's run at, it's called for, and it's handled by the pitcher, Riggs. Riverdale gets out of the bottom of the third, but not before Tunica does damage and extends the lead 6-0. We'll be back for the top of the fourth in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Top of 4. And we're back for the top of 4. Up to bat first for Riverdale, number 9, the shortstop, Alexander. If you remember, Alexander's the one that popped that one up to shallow right last time, fell in between the center field and right fielder. Watches the first pitch, called strike, 0-1 the count. That one's popped up foul, way out of play. The count's 0-2. Mac has her sign. Here's the pitch. Misses high, ball called. Count goes to 12. One and two. That one's taken. Popped up, foul, out of play. It's going to keep the count the same. Keep Alexander's bat alive. One and two to lead off Alexander. Here's the pitch from Mac. Misses high, ball called, counts 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch. That one's taken, hits the plate. It's fair, picked up by Rain. The throw to first. In time. And with one away to the plate now, number 7, King. Now the DP King, she was the one that was hit by a pitcher last at bat. Pops that one up, it's run at. That one drops into shallow right. Brings to the plate number 8, Longino. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. And Longino struck out swinging her last at bat, behind the count 0-1. Pitch from Mike, called strike, 0-2 the count. That one's taken, chopped foul down the first baseline. It's going to keep the count the same and keep Longino's bat alive. 2 strikes, Mac has her sign. The pitch, that one's taken, dribbled back to Mac, picked up, the throw to first is in time. Two away and to the plate, number 12, the second baseman, Greer. Now Greer reached on a fielder's choice. Her last at bat. Picked up the throw to first, in time. Boyd DeBrandy finishes out the inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. here for the bottom of the fourth. Up to bat first for Tunica. Number 17, the shortstop, Brittany Harrison. Shows bunt. Pulls back, called strike.
Evan.
0-1 the count. Pitch low in the dirt. Ball called, and the count comes even, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. That one's taken. It's a rocket to right. If that one drops, just foul. Big shot to right. Wind blowing out, pushes it about a foot foul. Watches that pitch fall low, brings the count even, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. That one's taken, lined in the gap, just underneath the glove of shortstop. Going to be picked up by center field to hold Brittany at 1. So a leadoff single. Gets things going for Tunica here in the bottom of the fourth and brings to the plate number 10, your pitcher, McKenna Wilson. The Mac reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out to third her last two at bats. Swing and a miss on that first pitch, 0-1 the count. That one's taken, pulled a mile, but foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count now with a runner at 1. And the pitch, that one's taken off the toe into the chain link. It's going to keep the count the same and keep Mac's bat alive. 0-2. Ball falls low. As Brittany still second. So a runner now in scoring position for Mac. Again, the pitch misses high. The throw, not in time. And Brittany takes 3. Two balls, two strikes, and a runner at third. Mac in the box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's one away. One away here in the bottom of 4. Runner at third. And at the plate, your senior, your third baseman, number 19, Blake Duncan. Now, Blake grounded out to the pitcher and walked her last 2 at bats. Watch that first pitch cross high. Ball called. Counts a dime. Next scratch for Tunica, 60 feet away as Duncan takes her turn at the plate. 1-1 now to count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. That pitch misses low. Ball called. Counts 21. Duncan at the dish. Here's the pitch. That one's taken. Popped up. Foul. Out of play onto the other field. Count comes even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Blake. That one's taken. It's a shot down the right field line, but foul. It's going to keep the count the same and keep Blake's bat alive. Again, back in the box, 2-2. The pitch. Misses low. The count comes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out and 1 on. Duncan at the dish. Here's the pitch. That one's taken, lined at the pitcher. So an RBI single from Duncan extends the Tunica lead to 7. Runner on 1, and at the plate, the catcher, number 13, Morgan Rain. Watches the first pitch, called strike, 0-1 the count. Rain back in the box. Here's the pitch. That one's taken, dribbled towards second, underneath the glove. As Duncan takes 3. It gets past the third baseman. Duncan's coming home as Rain gets caught in no man's land. And a series of errors ends up with Rain at 2 and Duncan across the plate. Courtesy running. Courtesy running for Rain at 2 is going to be number 29, Amelia Middleton. Now at the plate, number 18, Caroline Berry. Chops that one towards short. Picked up, the throw to first is in time. So they get the runner at 1, and Middleton beats the throw to third. With 2 away here at the bottom of the 4th, at the plate, number 22, the first baseman, Brandy Harrison. Two outs, runner on third. Brandy takes that one, lifts that one to left. And a great catch by the left fielder. Gets Riverdale out of the bottom of the 4th, but not before Tunica does damage. Extends their lead to 8. We'll be back for the top of the 5th in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. First pitch from Mack here in the top of 5. Misses high, ball called. Counts a dime. That one's taken, fouled into the chain link, 1-1. Batting for number 13 will be number 6, Clemens. 13 will re-enter. Pitch from Mack. That one's taken, chop back at Mack. The throw to first. In time, that's one away. Now at the plate, top of the order for Riverdale, number 15, Woodard. She popped up to short and grounded out to McKenna her last 2 at-bats. Here's the pitch from Mack. That one's taken and lined in the gap. It's going to be picked up by Brasher at left to hold her at 1. And with 1 away at the plate, the catcher now, number 10, Swayze. Mack has her sign. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-1 to count. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2. Max shakes off the sign, shakes off that one. Finds one she likes. That one's taken, chopped towards short, picked up. Safe called on the fielder's choice. Save called on the fielder's choice. Two on. With 1 out here in the top of 5. Courtesy running for Swayze will be number 5. At the plate now, Riggs, number 33. 1-0 the count. That one's taken, popped up. It's going to be run out of play. Count comes even, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Max shakes it off, finds one she likes. That one's taken, that one ripped foul onto the next field. Counts a dozen. 1-2. Pitch misses outside, ball called. Count comes even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Riggs at the plate. The pitch from Mack. That one's taken, pulled to left. It's going to be run at, bobbled by Brasher. The throw. Courtesy running for Riggs will be number 11, Edwards. One out here in the top of 5. At the plate, the right fielder, Cobb. That one's taken. Flown foul onto the other field. One strike, one out. Pitch misses inside, and the count comes even, 1-1. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. One ball, a pair of strikes, one out. As that pitch falls off the outside edge, brings the count even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one's taken, falls foul. It's going to keep the count the same and keep her bat alive. The pitch, called strike, and that's 2 away. And with 2 done, at the plate, the shortstop, number 9, Alexander. 2 outs, 2 on. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball inside. Brings the count even, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Mack. Called strike. Counts a dozen. That one's taken, popped up. It's going to be run at, called for, and handled by the second baseman, number 15, Allie Boyd. And we're done with the top of 5. Riverdale gets a scratch, cuts into the lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Tunica leads Riverdale 8-1. Here for the bottom of the 5th, up to bat first for Tunica, number 16, Peyton Brasher. Brasher pops the first one into the chain link, 0-1. Now Brasher singled to short and singled to second her last 2 at bats. Takes that one, chops that one towards short, picked up the throw to first. Is a wild throw. Collision with the umpire, and that one gets into the dugout. Gives the runner 2. So with the runner at 2 to the plate now, number 15, Allie Boyd. Boyd shows bunt, leaves it hanging. Now she singled to center field and singled to the pitcher her last 2 at bats. 0-1 now the count with a runner in scoring position. Pitch to Boyd. Shows bunt, but this one falls foul. And it's 0-2. Ball misses low. The count's a dozen. 1 ball and a pair of strikes with a runner on 2 to second baseman, number 15, Allie Boyd. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball called, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a runner on 2. That one's taken chopped, picked up by the pitcher. The throw to first is in time. So Riggs takes out Boyd at first, but Brasher stands at third. And with 1 away, at the plate, leadoff batter, number 11, Emery McKenzie. First pitch, ball called, counts a dime. Now, Emery walked, reached on an error by the shortstop, and popped out to the pitcher her last 3 at bats. Now has the next scratch for Tunica 60 feet away. Here's the pitch. Misses low, ball called, and the count's 2-0. 2-0 the count as Emery McKenzie back in the box. The pitch, low, gets past. 3-0. Here's the pitch. Misses high. And Emery takes the walk. That 60-foot gift that keeps on giving as she takes that trot to first. With runners on the corners, 1 out at the plate. Now, number 17, the shortstop, Brittany Harrison. Now, Brittany bunted and beat it with a single to the pitcher, single to left field, and single to center her last 3 at-bats. Watches the first pitch, called strike, and Emery takes 2. 0-1 with 1 away. That one's taken, popped up, run at, called for, but it's out of play. Oh, into the count, Brittany in the box. And the pitch, that one's taken, chopped, picked up by third. The throw to first is in time. Brittany grounds out to first, but plates Brasher. And with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th, at the plate, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Tunica leads 9-1. Swing and a miss. It's strike 1. Mack fouls that one into the chain link, 0-2. So with a pair of strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at third, McKenna Wilson back in the box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, drop third strike. She picks it up, the throw, bobbles it, and Mack beats it as the first baseman bobbles. That's going to plate Emery McKenzie. Duncan at the plate. That one's taken, chopped towards short as she takes the fielder's choice and takes the runner at 2. We head to the top of the 6th. Tunica leads Riverdale by a score of 10-1. Pitch counts after 5 innings. Riggs and Cobb combined. Riggs 69 pitches, 44 for strikes. 64% strike ratio. Cobb done for the day with 42 pitches, 21 for strikes, and a 50% strike ratio. McKenna Wilson 73 pitches, 55 for strikes. It's a 75% strike ratio for the day for Tunica. We head to the top of 6, 10-1 to score. And to the plate, the DP, number 7, King. Now King was hit by a pitch and popped up to shallow right her last 2 at-bats. In the box, here's the pitch from Mack. Swing and a miss, that's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Ball called. 1-1. They checked and peeled it. Nothing. Again, right center. So a leadoff single by King gets things going and brings Longino to the bat. Pitch from Mack, called strike, 0-1 to count. Ball misses inside and brings the count even, 1-1. Mack shakes off the sign. Here's the pitch. Misses low, 21. Pitch misses high and outside. 3-1 now the count. That one's taken, popped up foul onto the other field. The count comes full. The pitch misses high. Longino takes a walk. Now at the plate, the second baseman, number 12, Greer. Called strike, inside edge, 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's 0-2. Called strike. That's one away. Allman at the plate. Pitch from Mack. Misses high. Ball called. Counts a dime. The pitch. Called strike. Outside edge. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Shows bunt. But it falls foul in favor of Tunica. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Mack. Called strike. Outside edge. 0-2 the pair of outs here in the top of the 6th. Top of the order, number 15, Woodard. There's the pitch from Max, swing and a miss. That's strike 1. There's the pitch. Called strike. 0-2. So with a pair of strikes and 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch from Mack. That one's taken, popped up. Foul, out of play onto the other field. It's going to keep the count the same and keep Woodard's bat alive. Two strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Blocked up. Count goes to a dozen, 1-2. One and two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Mack. That one's taken, popped up. It's going to be run at, called for, and handled by your second baseman, number 15, Allie Boyd. And with that, we're done with the top of 6. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Bottom of the 6th. Up to bat first for Tunica. The catcher, number 13, Morgan Rain. First pitch. Called strike, 0-1. That one's taken. It's a rocket. It's headed. It's caught and dropped. Rain stands at 2. So rocket caught at the fence right at the 200 mark as it comes off the end of the glove. Courtesy running for Rain at 2. Be number 29, Amelia Middleton. Barry lays down the bunt, picked up the throw to first. Bobbled, and Barry safe. Runners on the corners. At the plate. Number 22, Randy Harrison. Shows bunt, pulls back. Strike called. And Barry takes 2. Oh, 1 the count with 2 runners in scoring position. First baseman, number 22, Brandy Harrison, at the plate. Pitch low in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. No challenge. Runners hold. The count's 1-1. Pitch misses high. Ball called, 21 the count. The pitch. Called strike. Brings the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 on and 22 at the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss, but a drop third strike. Catcher bails and tags her. One away and at the plate, the left fielder, number 16, Peyton Brasher. Pitch from Riggs, popped up, but it rolls foul down the first baseline. Oh, 1. One strike, 1 out. Pitch misses high, ball called, and the count's even, 1-1. Ball inside, brings the count 21. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and 2 on. Brasher in the box. The pitch, that one's taken. Line towards right, it drops in the gap in between right and center. It's going to be picked up. Brasher's headed to 2. They get Brasher at 2. And the game has been called after 6. Tunica Academy beats Riverdale by a score of 12-1. Your Lady Blue Devils will be back in action Monday morning. It's one of the Final Four and the state tournament. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out, hanging on.